Happy Monday again. Two reasons. And before anyone asks, I do change my shirts. I just happen to like black t-shirts and I have a lot of them. I never wear the same shirt or pants or anything. Even underwear. Never wear them 2 days in a row. Unless something happens, they get dirty, I change them. Sometimes I change them twice a day. Well, not my underwear. I don't leave any skid marks and burnouts or blow a hole through them from a massive fart, you know what I'm saying? You know, I hate it when I find out things a little bit late, or I would have included it in my video this morning, but tomorrow early start the VTH, and I'm not going to be bothered with this. So, I guess what came to me after the fact, I guess on Sanford's yak session, he made it official. He officially threw Captain Kangaroo under the bus. And then went off talking about, I guess, things he's been, hit with things. Hey, how come you did that to him? How come you did that to him? How come you... And he's laughing it off, making a mockery of it, and once again, blaming everyone else. All his problems he's had with people have all been their fault, not his. Sanford is a classic case of a sociopath. You hear say, egomaniac, narcissist, that's true. When you get to a sociopath, that encompasses all of that combined. That's what Sanford is, sociopath. No sense of guilt, remorse. He'll fuck over anybody and sleep all at night and not give a fuck. You think he gives a fuck about what I say? He couldn't care less. But I'm going to say it anyway, whether he likes it or not. But I understand it. I get to his wife. I seem to piss his wife off. I get under her skin a little bit. And everything was, and then he went off about how, he's tired of hearing about, Al did all the work on the MC Hammer. He's the one that did it, not Al. From my understanding, and I did actually see a few things that was going on with it. I never saw Sanford do anything to that guy. Al fabricated that whole tilt front nose. The only thing Sanford did was, I forget, one side of the car when he had the two doors off it. It's got that post in the middle where, front door closes into and locks into. And he talked about how he relocated it. But then again, you never saw him cut it and move it and then weld it in. Come to think of it. He showed about, well, it was here, but now that it's going to have two front doors on it that are longer, this had to be moved back, so I had to measure it all out, and then I had to cut it, and then I move it back, and it only looked like it had or maybe he did, only had a couple of tack welds in it to just like hold it in place. His world famous bullet welds. And the other side still had the two doors on it, on the other side, because you could see through it. There were no doors, you could see the other side of the car. The car was all gutted, and that was the only thing he actually did. Hold on one second. Zeus wants to come in. Okay, go lay down. And the rear quarters in that thing had been all crumpled up. They were in pretty bad shape. My understanding, I was the one that straightened all that out as best he could. Some body fill was used. And Sanford even said, oh, he did. Looks like he slapped mashed potatoes on it. I have to get that all redone. That was when he was going to have his buddy, Super Ron Osborne, remember? He's no longer his buddy. When he got done straightening out, the rear quarter of the Charger and the frame and all that shit, he was going to redo that, get all those mashed potatoes off, and he was going to lay down some metal flake paint. I guess this guy woke up and he said, wait a minute, man, this guy's talking about all the shit that I'm going to do? Fuck you, pal. So I never got done. Sanford couldn't get a sucker to do it for him. Straightened all that out. Have to assume I was the one that welded in all the metal to make it that two-door conversion. I do know mechanical work came into play. I think Al's son even helped him out. He dropped the rear end on it, rebuilt all the rear end, and then got the rear end back in the car. The car was a gutted piece of junk. all the braking system, Al did. Al did all the wiring. Al even got the seat, built the roll bar, got it in it. You know? Set up that front straight axle setup. Exactly what did Sanford do besides build that 500 horsepower 383? You know what I mean? I mean, people saw the progress of this. They saw who did what, and yet his pickle sniffers will still agree with him and they'll bash out. You know? Making him out to be the one that's wrong. Typical cult behavior. It's fucking textbook behavior. You know? But yeah, I guess now it's official. But you know, like I was telling someone, some of these guys, you know, I said, you know, Dr. Doolittle's going to be next. In his case, there have been a couple other cases. I say, you know what, even though Sanford shouldn't do it, it's still wrong. These guys get what they fucking deserve to. They want to latch onto Sanford thinking maybe they're going to leech some fucking subs off him. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Sanford's 350,000. How many watch him? 20, 30, 40, 50, or 60 on a good day? So all these over 300,000 subs, you know what I mean? Okay. If they even exist at all. Hold on. Street cleaners coming by. It's going to get real fucking loud. Hold on. I'm going to pause this until it passes. Okay. It's passing. Just passing. Surprised you're doing it this late in the day. They normally do it early in the morning, like around 8 o'clock. When all the summer coming, a lot of winter shit, they're sweeping up, you know, especially the road by the beach here and, you know, sand and leftover winter debris that they're going to clean up now. And it'll get all fucked up again with sand and it blows in off the... Hey, gives these city workers a job, right? You know, but what I don't understand, you know, some people, I feel they get what they deserve. Willingly getting involved with Sanford, knowing what he's done to so many people, yet they're still willing to want to be his buddy. You know, instead of that fucking stupid, they think it ain't going to happen to me. Boy, you went for a rude awakening, you know? So if it happens to fucking Dr. Doolittle, I don't feel sorry for you. A few guys, I do. They were good-hearted, good-natured guys, you know, like Austin, you know, Al, too. Can't forget my buddy Lambsharp, you know, just good-natured guys that didn't deserve what they got. Lunar, I forgot all about him, too. Somebody, thank you for reminding me. Yeah, with that joint bill that turned to shit in Sanford, left Luna holding the bag for $5,000. The only good thing I will say, see, when it's the truth, I will say it concerning what people do or don't do for other people to hurt them or to help them. I did hear that Big Wilbur King Hog, he felt so bad for Luna. He went in his own pocket. He gave him like $2,000, something like that, $2 or $3,000 to help the kid out. You know, that was a good thing. Very unexpected. And I know many people that are pretty credible. So he felt bad, and how he wanted to stay friends with Sanford too. After that amazes me. How can these people all know each other in a group way through interaction with one or the other? They now encounter the other person. They now begin to communicate. They begin to, you know, do things with them. They want to do joint collaborations, and they're all buddy on here smooching, you know. How can Doolittle sit back seeing what Sanford did to a guy that I have to assume he kind of likes the guy. They get along okay. They've interacted, right? And he's okay with what Sanford did to that guy and will still want to be his friend. I know myself in that situation. Quite frankly, I have been. A couple of times in my lifetime, at least when I was younger. You know, early teens and shit like that. I had guys that I was pretty friendly with. And another guy that I was pretty friendly with. Then this other guy comes along. And due to, you know, me, it's kind of friendly. And I see this guy over here do something to my other friend. It's pretty fucking rotten. The way Sanford's done to all his former friends. Do some pretty rotten shit to them. And it wasn't even as bad because it wasn't being put out in fucking public on the internet the way Sanford does it when he bashes people and badmouths them. And throws him under a fucking bus, which I heard he did officially throw Captain Kangaroo under the bus last night. If I saw that go on, even though he wasn't doing it to me, I know I'd have some I wouldn't be looking at him the same way. You know what I used to say? And I was real young, and I think I had enough common sense back then to realize, I used to think, if he's doing that to him, what's to stop him from doing it to me someday? Things changed in our friendship. We weren't as friendly. It wasn't rude. We ran into each other someplace. Hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. But I really didn't want to get involved in any long conversation. Hey, good seeing you again, and walk away. But I really didn't want to. Hey, stop by here. I'd say, oh, actually, I can't. I'd make an excuse not to want to hang out with him. Because I knew that the first chance they got, what he did to him, there was nothing going to stop him from doing it to me or anybody else for that matter, because that's just the type of people they are. So, Dr. Doolittle's, his day's coming. His number's going to come up. You, I won't feel sorry for. You're going to get what you fucking deserve. You know? I guess that's about it. Fucking neighbors talking about it. I got to let Zeus out again. Have a great day. Have fun and stay safe. Won't see you tomorrow. Early to start the VTH. See you Wednesday, maybe, or Thursday.